Well, hello everybody. Well, hello everybody. Well, hello everybody, and welcome. And I'm riding with my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Well, hello everybody, and greetings from Miami. I'm standing right here next to this very nice building here in the Brickell neighborhood. That's the mouth of the Miami River back there. And the reason I'm recording this video is because I've got a new phone. This is my old LG V10 just died all of a sudden. Not all of a sudden, it had been crashing and overheating, and one day it just didn't boot up anymore. So I wanted to get the new Google Pixel, but they're taking like 4 weeks to deliver. So can you imagine nowadays 4 weeks without a phone? That would be unthinkable. So I've got this guy, the LG V20, which is the natural successor to what I had before, and it's very similar. And one of the reasons why I'm making this video is to test the cameras, because this one has only one camera facing me, but it has two settings. It has this wide setting, but I could also make it a little more zoomed in, which is fine. I like the wide setting better. And it also has dual cameras pointing forward. So one is like really this super wide angle, like a GoPro, and the other one it's a little better in the sense that it's a 1.8 aperture and it has autofocus. I believe the extra wide one is a fixed focus camera. I've only had this for 2 days, so I haven't really had time to test all the features. I'm gonna walk around the island here and give you guys a couple of views of Brickell Key. And if you want a more comprehensive video about Brickell Key, I'm gonna put an annotation and a link below so you can check that one out. So without further preamble, let's test this new beast of a phone. Camera I was talking about. And then this is the regular camera. Before I was using the microphone in my headphones, and now I am actually going to use the microphone in the phone. See how it sounds. It's a little windy, so that will be a very good test of its capabilities. This will be a good test of the wind capability, the wind suppressing capabilities of the phone, because this side of the island is really very windy. Let me sit down here for a second to tell you something. I lied when I said that I wasn't gonna put any more videos, that I was gonna take a break for December, because as you can see, I'm here talking to you. And I also lied when I said that that Lantern was the last review, because this is kind of like a review of the phone, right? And I have a couple more things coming. A couple of people are gonna send me stuff, and they are related to RVing, and Christmas is coming up, so I think some of them are really good gift ideas for the RVer in your life. That'll be coming up in December, early December. Wow, so windy. Let me try now before the manual capabilities of the camera. Well, yeah, this camera has a bunch of manual capabilities, including the ability to monitor your own audio, which is great, because even though it is kind of windy, I can tell that the camera is not picking up all that. Well, now it is. Okay, let me try the microphone settings, because it has a wind noise filter, which I have it on right now, and it works pretty well, I guess. I could switch to the microphone in my headphones, and but I cannot monitor anymore, but you can probably hear me better than the wind. Recording started with mic on microphones. Okay, I went back to the automatic mode, because in that manual mode you are monitoring your own sound, but you hear it like half a second after you say it, and that echo is very, very disconcerting, very distracting. I cannot deal with it. Okay, I'm back on my selfie camera here, and one thing to point: the selfie camera is only 1080p, but the regular camera is 4K. The two front-facing cameras are they front-facing or rear-facing? I always get that wrong. Anyways, here we are, beautiful downtown Miami. Check it out. That's the port of Miami. We have a Carnival cruise there, and some of the Royal Caribbean here, and that's downtown. Here we are, walking around Brickell Key Island. Stabilization while walking is pretty good, as you can see. It has this thing now that you can, this mode, where it has a slider like a video camera, and as you can see, you can zoom in really slow. That's a fantastic feature in my opinion. And I'm gonna look at it on the big screen, but I think it looks pretty good for it being zoomed in so much. Here we go. It goes a little in and out of focus when it's zooming in. That's one of the negatives, I guess. And then you can zoom out quickly all the way to boom, that real wide angle camera that I'm sorry to say it's distorts quite a bit. Look at the building to the left. It looks very much curvy, and if you go like this, yeah, it's not the best fisheye lens by any stretch, but it's not bad. You see, that's I really hope it looks well after it's processed on the big screen, because I love making these slow zoom outs, very artistic. You see, it changed to the wide angle camera by itself, and now I can continue zooming out. And that's one of the reasons I haven't gotten like a DSLR for doing my videos. I see all these vloggers using mainly photographic cameras to do their videos, but they don't have that capability with those cameras to do like a slow zoom. And now even with this phone I have it. And that's a pretty nice boat, if you ask me. Those are the skyscrapers of South Beach in the back, by the way. And then there's the port of Miami. Good use for that super wide angle camera. Well, I was kind of worried I had made a bad decision by choosing this phone, but I think it looks pretty good. I have, this is the thing, I had read some bad reviews on the internet about the cameras, and that got me scared, but I think the camera is very capable. It's I'm gonna miss my V10, I'll be honest about it. I like that phone, but this one, it's almost as good, and it's very familiar because everything pretty much works the same. It's also an LG, and I want to give a LG a chance too, because you know what, everybody's either got Samsungs or iPhones, at least here in Miami, where I live. And I want to give LG and HTC and these other companies a chance if they make a quality product like this. Hopefully this one won't die. I'm looking at you, LG. Looking at you. Make this phone work. It is. It's actually using the secondary screen. Look at that. Okay, it changed cameras. That was very, very nice. And I've always liked this view of downtown Miami with El Centinela in front. It's a very rare view because you don't really see this statue from anywhere unless you're on a boat or unless you're walking around this island. So very cool downtown Miami. Oh, look, that's the okay, 3 modes of transportation in one shot. Oh, there's a plane. I gotta test all this stuff. It's a beautiful day. You know what? I can't get over this zooming feature. You know, it uses the secondary screen as a It looks like the slider on top of your camcorder. Very cool. Yeah, that camera change is kind of rough. They could fix it in software, I'm sure. Well, what do you think about this weather? It's 75 degrees, I think. Sunshine. It's November in Florida, the best time of the year. From now until the end of February, it's gorgeous like this most of the time. Unless if you are unlucky and we get one of those cold fronts and it'll rain for a day, but it'll be like this, beautiful the day after. Anyways, I'm running out of things to say here, or things to test in this new camera. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make the gear I use video because the last one I made is over a year and a half ago. And some of the gear has changed. Most notoriously, my main camera, which is now 4K, and now this phone, which is also 4K capable. So, 1080p is so 2014. Check out this view. Check out this view. Okay, the audio here was so bad because of the wind that I could not use it. So let me tell you, here I am checking out the manual white balance. I used to use it a lot in the V10 to take pictures under very yellowish incandescent light in order to make it cooler. So that's a very good feature to have if the automatic white balance gets confused. We also have manual focus, but my gripe with this manual focus, like with the V10, is that the infinity is not very well calibrated, so it stays a little out of focus when you put it to infinity. And I also test the manual ISO and exposure. Another very cool feature, although I wish I had a live histogram or a waveform monitor, so I would know when I'm clipping the blacks or the whites or, that kind of thing. It would be good. It does have it in photo mode, but not in video mode. See something here. There you go, I'm setting it up as exposed for the tree, and now if I put it automatic, it exposes for the ship. Alright, so let's see how this baby performs at night. The dark. And Miami is not the best city to test this out, actually, because it is such a brightly lit city, especially here in downtown. Let me pitch up a little bit so we can see. You can even see the clouds that I can barely see with my naked eye. So I'm sorry about let me see if I can clean up this glass a little bit better. It's just at that point where the wipers are starting to get old. This is unusually light traffic for this way. 6:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, pedestrians have the right of way. Yeah, definitely looks brighter than in real life, which could be a good thing. I'm gonna, not today, but because I'm driving and that wouldn't be safe, but I'm gonna try it with the manual mode. I could tune this down a lot and make it look more realistic, like the brake lights from the cars to look actually red. Actually, I could try that now here that I am kind of parked. What I can do, I could reduce the ISO, and that looks a little more the way how it looks in real life here. Real life driving conditions. Let me switch to the wide angle camera. Let's see how that looks, because because now we're gonna come to this area with all the skyscrapers. So that should be that should look interesting. I got my green light. Actually, let me put the auto gain again, you know, so it in automatic. So you get to see a little more than the naked eye can see, and that could be a good thing as well. Turning here left on Brickell Avenue because I'm gonna pass by the liquor store to get some Beaujolais Nouveau wine. Yep, it is that time of the year. Beaujolais Nouveau wine comes out on the third Thursday of November. It's the first wine of the year, so it's the first vintage 2016 that we're gonna drink, and it's a tradition to open it up at Thanksgiving, which is gonna be this coming Thursday. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video about that. We'll see. I think it looks pretty good. Let me go back to automatic mode. Actually, this phone is switching real quick from automatic mode into manual mode, and vice versa, and that's very good. My old V10 was lagging a lot lately. That's probably part of the reason for its demise. And it would also overheat a lot while shooting 4K video. I hope it is shooting in 4K right now, because you have to change the settings every time you change modes, and eventually it remembers. But okay, I'm gonna have to stop here. It says no turn on red. Oh, there's an arrow, green arrow to turn. So that's it. I said I was gonna end the video earlier, but I thought it would be a good thing to test its night capabilities. And as you can see, it's doing pretty admirably. I mean, it's probably noisy as heck, but I'll check that now when I look at it on the big screen. Okay, I screwed up by. Yeah, traffic in Miami is pretty chaotic even at this time. I mean, this is nothing, but generally speaking, this is an hour ago. This probably was a parking lot. Right now, it is 6:35 in Eastern Standard Time. This is me. It's pretty good. Let me do the wide angle. Actually, the wide angle. That's pretty good performance for my unlit car at night. Don't you think? Heating up quite a bit, taking video. It's getting really, really, really warm to the touch. One thing to note.
YouTube.com/Traveling Roberts.